what am I currently using and what am I using up? Those are the things I want to talk about today because I have hit pan on things and I am finishing up things. And then there's stuff that I feel like by the end of the year, because it's July right now, I could probably finish up massive products in some capacity. I want to talk about that today because, as you guys know, I've been really curating more of my makeup lately, paring it down, doing declutters. Check out my most recent one because there's a lot in there. And I was realizing I'm getting really low on products that I thought would take me forever because they kind of have. So the quality is there, but I've used it so much, I feel like it's worth talking about. It's worth letting you guys know that there's a lot to certain products that I am completing or getting so close to finishing. So let's talk about some amazing products. I have told you guys before, and I will tell you guys again, powders are something my skin needs, even though I'm starting to go a little bit more combo. Even occasionally I'm gonna gasp when I say it, drier in the afternoons. I am still a powder needer, requirer, and any other word we want to make up today. I have 4 powders here, and some of these are massive containers that I am really close to finishing up, and I'm really shocked about it. Starting with a pressed product. I clearly got this at Marshall's on a steal. Pacifica. I love Pacifica. I love their skincare. This is a product that I found to be amazing, and I've definitely hit pan on it, as you can see. I've had this for a little bit because I've had, as you know, a ton of powders in this collection because this collection in here is powder strong, okay? We just are. But this product is something called the Neutralizing Mineral Mattifier. It's a soft focus translucent powder. It says it has cherry and coconut in shade 1. I don't smell anything when I open it, so is the cherry and coconut in the formula? I don't know. I don't really ask questions. I just know it's very creamy, especially for like under the eyes, down the nose. Right now it's end of my work day. I just got home from the office, so I'm feeling a little dry, but I could maybe do a touch up. So let's just do it. Y'all know how we do here in the wild, so you can see what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, it gives just a little bit. I'm just gonna do this one side right now. A little bit of extra coverage, a little smoothing, helps with the shine, all of those things. Just makes it very blended and easy and a little lifted, if you will. Now we have to match, obviously. It brightens. We see it, right? Don't worry. I'll make this blend a little bit better in a second. But I've really loved this powder to the point that I have hit pan on it, even though I have a lot of product in here, a lot of different powders in here, as you're about to see. So will I be able to finish this by year end? I don't know, but I do think there'll be definitely more pan on here because it's a great product, super easy to use. But the ones that really shocked me were these massive babies that I've had in my collection for a while. The Fenty Beauty, you guys have known for a very long time, is one of my favorites. This is the Pro Filter Cashew Powder, and it's massive, right, from Fenty. I use this as my bronzer in the mornings. It's true. I've been starting with a lot of creamier products in the morning as far as my like bronzers go at first, like the contouring of the face. But then instead of going in with an all over powder right away, I will dip into this cashew shade, but I keep a lot of it here in the cap. It's just a touch in here. Go in with one of my favorite Sigma brushes, and then I just kind of warm up the face a little bit with it. Kind of use it as that bronzer slash topper. So this is going on top of my creamy bronzers to set everything in, and I find that makes my bronzer last all day. And it's such a dreamy, blurring product that it just really blends things in. It makes everything seamless, hides my big bossy pores that we all know I have. I'm very open about that. Goes down the nose a little bit, you know, I kind of do the chin, all the stuff, and it really works on the perimeter as well. This is what I use as my topper. So it's a powder that's meant for the whole face, which, you know, if I'm super tan, it works great. But at the same time, it's a great piece to set things with, like a bronzer or contour. Now, I have had this in my collection for a super long time, won't lie about it, But now, like you can see, there's only like, how much can I show in here? Like, if I sift it down, it's hard to show these kinds of products. There's only like a base amount in here. There's just that little sliver left. This, I do think I will be finishing up by year end, which is kind of exciting because a lot of times, I know sometimes we're like, I don't want to lose something that I've loved. No, I want to finish this up so that way I can discover other products too. So I want to try my best to finish this by year end, and I think it's going to be doable. I really do. I think it's possible. I didn't think I'd ever finish this powder because this is something I just use at the end of my makeup as that final dusting over everything else that I haven't maybe done with the Fenty. So it's not all over the face with this. This is my Viseart transparent setting powder. I have really enjoyed the way that this container works because it's got a little sifter in there, but it's more bucketed. So I feel like my brush can very easily dip into it, top it off, like tap off anything here on the lid, and then put it on my face very gingerly. And it's a very nice product that I would say blends seamlessly in with the rest of your makeup without doing any white casts, any cakiness. It's a nice creamy product for my skin type. So I have found using this in tandem with this, like I said, I just put this down where the bronzer goes and this everywhere else. And it's been a really nice combination to keep my makeup in place all day and not dry me out, because other products that I've already decluttered in that last video we talked about, they've made me dry out, but these don't. These really make everything sit well and not budge and not break apart, like on the areas of the chin where I'm like touching all day because I'm a face toucher. This, I would say I would probably finish up by year end. I'm trying to figure out how I can level it out for you to let you see how much is in here. I feel like I could potentially finish this up too by the end of the year, which would be exciting. Finishing up a whole powder, I feel like that's bragging rights. I feel like I've had this product for a while in my collection, but not nearly as long as the Fenty. This has been in here a long time. It's also much bigger, as we can see. However, this next product I have had in my collection 3 years, 4 years, and I am now finally, I'm really down in there. Like, we are like scraping the bottom anytime I use it. So I think this will definitely be gone by end of the year. I think we can make it happen. This is an old product that I don't even think their now sister brand sells anymore. So this is when Becca was still a thing. That's how old this is. Don't judge me. It's great powder and it's not expired. Smashbox took over some of their old formulas. I don't think this is one of the things they picked up though. This is the Becca Soft Light Blurring Powder. This is a powder that I have loved through the years. Oh yeah, there's barely, this kind of gives you a better idea if you can kind of see it. It's all tucked down here right now. There you go. That's like everything right here. I kind of just sift out a little bit of this very pink powder here. And one of my favorite things to do is to take a fluffy brush, just tap a bit into it, and then really finish off the face. I don't do this every day with this product, but if I found that I have like a heavy hand with something, or I need a little light dusting that's really going to make the face glow a bit, this will do it. And I know what you're thinking, but Nichole, once it's gone because Becca's not around anymore. Yeah, but I thought about that when Becca was going out and I bought it back up and I've not been able to use it because I've had this baby forever. So it won't be gone for me, but I'll be able to actually use the next one so I can get this one out. So that's the goal. So this will go by the end of the year. It is my mission. I feel like I need to spray down now because I just did all of those powders back to back to back. That was 4 powders that I have hit pan on or that I'm so close to finishing. So are you ready to talk about some creamier products? I have hit pan almost really immediately on this Sigma Duo. This is a color correcting light to medium. I used it as like a little concealer for under the eyes, and I've hit double pan on this. This is a beautiful product that does a great job of really lightening up the under eye while also color correcting. So if you have any dark circles, imperfection, maybe a little purple or blue under the eyes, this has done a great job of being that base. Sometimes I would just wear this, or I could put it underneath some of my other makeup. It's really great. I love it, but I'm going through it really quickly. And Patrick Ta, y'all know, was it a summer ago that this came out and just shook the foundation, literally, of what we're using for our foundations. This is the Patrick Ta For Your Face Cream Foundation Finishing Powder Duo. The powder we've not hit pan on, but the creamy foundation, I have loved this. Look how much pan is on here. I feel like I hit pan really quickly when I got it last year too. However, I did get it in a too light of shade to use it all year because this is light 1. I probably should have gone with light 2 if I wanted to be able to. I would have used it up entirely if it was light 2. I had to kind of just use it in the cooler months when I didn't have much of this tan glowing like I'm glowing in the sun. So this I know for sure I will end up getting rid of by the end of the year because I've already hit so much pan on it and I'm going to finish it up. I am considering getting another one of these, but in a warmer shade. I really like this. So I should look and see if it's on any sales because this is such a great formula. The powder is also a really great formula too. It's a great combo. Patrick Ta, a little pricey, but the product is worth it. So this will definitely, at least the creamy foundation, will be panned by the end of the year. I'm sure of it. And pan is like an endorsement, you know, like that's an endorsement of how good a product is, especially when you're talking to somebody who has a healthy, we'll call her healthy, makeup collection that I'm still trying to make sure we keep curated here. Now, I'm gonna ask you to bear with me on these next few products because some of them we are so close to pan, I can feel it in my bones, and they're 2 different eyeshadow palettes. One's kind of old, one is new. This, how many of you guys still have this in your collection? How many of you do? You know, this was like such a loved OG product. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette. I ended up getting this much later than everybody else because I had a healthy, I've always had a healthy makeup collection. Let's be real. But I ended up getting this on a sale at some point. I think it was like my birthday. My birthday was landing around Thanksgiving. So I had like a sale. And I am so close to hitting pan on my favorite creamy shade out of all the creamy shades. It's not even a joke. Like, I'm so close to hitting pan on this. If I don't ever use another creamy, beautiful, brightening color, it would... like this would be the one I would want till the end of time. Like if I could have this formula and this pigmentation and this blend and this smoothness and creaminess in all of my little nudes, I wouldn't be as tied to this. But this is the perfect spreadable pigmented nude. Am I talking way too much about one? They made it big for a reason. Am I talking too much about it? Probably. But it's literally, I can pull out, I have so many palettes on my desk that I use every morning that I really enjoy. And we're talking high end. But I'm still going back into this OG baby because nothing has compared to this creamy shade here. It just blends and packs a punch and it makes the eye look so yummy. It makes everything brighter, creamy, and it's a great base for anything else you're gonna lay on top of it. So I'm probably gonna hit pan on this. Is that only one shade out of this? Yes. But is that something worth celebrating? Yes. Any pan is worth celebrating. So we talk about it. I'm so close. It is dipped so far into it. It's like right in there. I don't know if you can see, but like we're getting close to the pan. So close. So I got this last summer. So probably about 10 to 11 months ago, I got this little tiny Physicians Formula palette from Physicians Formula. I had a little pop-up with them that I've met them. And the Butter Believe It eyeshadow palette, I'm right there. I am right there with this beautiful neutral shade. Yes, it's all neutrals, you guys, that I'm talking about, but are we shocked? No. This is one of my favorite shades. I will travel with this palette, kind of like this, where I said I'll pull out all of my palettes and just use that one shade some days in this. Same thing with this creamy, beautiful shade for my skin tone right here. Beautiful in the crease, beautiful to build it up if you want to do an entire eye look with that and maybe one of these lighter shimmers. Or if I just want something easy, I just go into that. I hate that it's the smallest piece in the palette too, because it's the one I am so obsessed with and I'm almost gonna hit pan on. We got some bigger products over here, okay? I've already had to rebuy one this year because I have been trying behind the scenes all of my foundations. I've already done a lot of foundation declutters. Y'all know. Go look at the playlist. It's there. It's evidence. But I cannot find another foundation that does not dry out on me mid-day these days. I can't. So there's only one that I trust right now. I have 4 different shades of it, but I have 2 that are almost completely empty, and they will for certain be gone probably by the end of the summer. So I'm gonna have to rebuy more in the color shade that I need. And that is my favorite thing that I've talked about for years. I can't find anything better. I dare you to tell me about a better one for oily in the morning, dry in the afternoon skin that lasts all day and doesn't break apart and doesn't show my big bossy pores and isn't super thick. I have a long laundry list of desires here. My CoverGirl Olay Simply Ageless 3-in-1. This has always been a top tier product for my skin type. I don't know if it's just the Nicholeisms of my face, my big bossy pores, the way that my skin is sensitive, so it doesn't make me break out. It still shows some freckles if I do a light dose, or I could layer it up and it still beautifully lays. It lasts all day. Yes, I just put on powder, so I probably shouldn't be zooming in like this is getting all the credit. But end of day, I'm kind of shocked. I didn't put anything on my chin. Nothing is really broken apart on me here. This is like after 10 hours. So I'm just saying this for me, I challenge you to put something better in the comments. Please, I'm open to other things. I keep trying other things and feeling disappointed. My recent disappointment, a Milani stick foundation. I should have known better than to do a stick foundation. It's not gonna last on me. They never do. So if you've got something that'll last that isn't crazy thick, will still show my freckles. Oh, Cooper's coming in because he hears me talking to the mommies. Let me know. Let me know. But this is still a holy grail for me, and I'm going to be using these up by the end of summer. Also, my Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer. I don't think I've talked about this in a minute. This is probably my 4th of this because I like using it on the face, but also under the eyes. It lasts really well. It is such a great product, and it's not too heavy. I tried the Hourglass, you guys. So many people love the Hourglass concealer. I tried it. I did a shorts video on it. It was so thick. All of the colors leaned more yellow on me, and I just wasn't loving it. So thick. I really love how this is such a creamy, easy to wear concealer. Doesn't bunch, doesn't move, really complements your own skin, but still giving the enough coverage, but not too much coverage. It's witchcraft in a bottle, and I love it. And as you can see, from the scrapings here, we're almost done with this one, and I'll have to buy a 4th, but it's worth it. It's also cheaper than Hourglass. Make a note, my friends. If you are looking for something great, this is my 4th bottle. And I try as many things as I can, but nothing else is beating this either. So for the face, I'm a budget-friendly lover with CoverGirl, and then with my under eyes, but also wear this all over the face too sometimes. If I don't want to put on like a full face, I can just do this all over the face. I go high-end. I go both ways. And lastly, I'm about to finish up this primer. This is my favorite e.l.f. primer. This is my, what is it called? Sun Touchables. This one has some SPF into it, but it's also a blurring one. And I think this works great for my bossy skin, bossy pores. Also has 80 minutes of water resistance. You know, we love that in the summertime. I am like squeezing out this at the end. Oh, and a little special honorable mention, I've already repurchased this. This is the 8 Saints Soulmate Brightening Cream. I literally take this off in the mornings and squeeze this out because this is all empty. All empty. Obsessed with this. I ended up finding it on Poshmark for a deal because it's like 80 doll hairs. But it works so good at brightening skin. So good. Highly recommend it. I have a brand new one ready to go because once I was already taking off the cap, this is essentially empty. I'm going to be done with this by the end of this week. So, got another one ready to go. So, tell me, what are the things that you can't live without, or do you have replacements when these go bad? When these are empty, when I hit the pan, when I finish up the powder, what do you recommend I move on to next? That's what I need to know. Inquiring minds want to know. And have you hit pan on anything that got you a little extra excited? These things are exciting, and I think we should celebrate them. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, friends.